9 generations, 9 hardcore Nuzlocks, 1 quest to prove that vanilla hardcore Nuzlocks are still way too easy. On top of the boring standard rules that are on screen right now, I made it so every dev will make the following runs at least a bit less of a cakewalk. Will this ultimate snowball effect eventually get the best of me, or will I easily beat 9 hardcore Nuzlocks in a row? This is the Hardcore Nuzlocke Gauntlet. We obviously start this journey in the first generation with Pokemon Red, and because it's the first game, the Gauntlet rules don't matter yet, but I'm still gonna try hard to hopefully keep it that way as well. Picking Bulbasaur is great for the early game, although giving the rival Charmander might come back to bite me sooner than I thought, because I immediately lose to it, but I don't count the first rival fights, since I don't want to be forced to go back to Gen 1 if I lose any first rival fight in the later game either. Once I got Pokeballs, I immediately started strategizing, but not for battles. Let me introduce you to encounter routing. Currently there are 4 areas accessible: routes 1, 2, 22 and Viridian Forest. Getting a Nidoran at Route 22 will be great, since with a Moonstone from Mount Moon I can get a fully evolved Pokemon before the second gym. The Dupe's Claws lets me re-roll an encounter if it's something I already have, so my objective was getting a Rattata in another route for a near guaranteed Nidoran. Route 1 only has Pidgey and Rattata, but unfortunately I got the bird, and although I had another chance in Route 2, there were also Weedle there. However, by getting my Viridian Forest encounter first, which ended up being a Weedle, I could force a Rattata at Route 2. With this in the bag, there was an 80% chance of getting a Nidoran, and I got a Nidoran female. Now that I had an almost full team, time to grind it. Funny joke. If I stream, I'm not gonna grind because that's way too boring, and also I'm definitely tryharding in this gauntlet, so Hector candies it is. Now that I had a level 14 Vine Whip Bulbasaur, the first gym was a complete cakewalk, so let's get some more encounters. I found a Spearow on Route 3, but on Route 4 I actually avoided the tall grass and instead bought a Magikarp as my encounter. Some more rare candies later and my start evolved into Ivysaur, and in Mount Moon I got both a Zubat and a Moonstone to evolve my Nidoran into Nidorina and then Nidoqueen. When I finally arrived in Cerulean, I got 3 more evolutions: Pharaoh, Gyarados and Raticate, of which the last one made the second rival fight an absolute breeze with Hyper Fang, so I got access to 2 more encounters before the water gym. I didn't get those yet though. They weren't necessary for against Misty, since her Starmie has no psychic move, letting my starter Ivysaur easily sweep the second gym as well. With that done, I unlocked a bunch of areas, so time for more encounter routing. The 2 routes connecting Cerulean and Vermilion both only had Oddish, Pidgey and Mankey, and since I already got a Pidgey, I was guaranteed to get the other 2 as well. I could now go north of Cerulean, where because of the Dupe's Claws an Abra was just waiting for me in the grass, but there was one piece of this puzzle left. I can only buy Pokeballs right now with a 25% chance to catch it, but in the SSN there is one hidden Great Ball. Catching Abra is always annoying because of teleport, so I want the best chance to succeed, and in Gen 1 Great Balls are surprisingly better than Ultra Balls, so I settled with a 50% catch rate, found an Abra with Dupe's Claws, and please... 1 shake, 2 shake, 3 shake, and there we go. The shakes don't really matter in Gen 1, but details I'm saying it anyways, and we caught the Abra. Let's go. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention before catching it, I also beat up Surge a bit ago. It was no problem at all for my ground type Nidoqueen. The encounters between Cerulean and Celadon weren't anything to write home about, so obviously I'm not gonna write something about him in the script either. Wait, I just... Anyways, there are also a couple options for gift Pokemon in Celadon, but I just postponed that, so if I ever needed something, I could make a choice then instead of now. This city did have something else to offer though that I wanted right now, the TMs for Ice Beam and Rock Slide. And we're immediately gonna forget about those because it's time for the grass gym. I tried using Beedrill since in this game Bug is super effective against poison, but Victory Bell outsped and wrapped. Stupid Gen 1 wrap. I eventually broke out and got rid of the demonic plant, but I did have to switch out. Raticate weakened Tangela, so I could then go into my newly evolved Kadabra and finish Erika's remaining 2 Pokemon for the 4th gym badge. This is the turning point where the battle started becoming actually somewhat difficult and I started being sloppy with first up Giovanni in the game corner. Because I hadn't really leveled up my Pokemon since the gym, they didn't do a lot of damage against this Kangaskhan and it did a lot back. except for with Rage, so after a classic Gen 1 AI moment, Gyarados won me the battle. At least the rival fight in the Pokemon Tower wasn't an issue, so I easily rescued Mr. Fuji to get the Pokeflute, letting me battle and catch a Snore... yeah... Don't worry, there's a second one. See, I caught it, no sweat. I just skipped the other encounters, so Sylph goes up next. The rival battle here can actually be challenging, but Snorlax carried me through the fight, and although it might have seemed close, I made sure to always stay out of any danger, like staying out of crit range, and safely got the dub. This time I was a lot better prepared for Giovanni and just one-shot everything with Kadabra, so with that done I could now also get a Lapras, which I immediately put on the team. The next two fights were honestly some of the scariest of the game. Koga's team isn't good at all, but his Weezing self-destruct is definitely something to worry about, especially since in this gen it drops the target's defense as well, effectively making it do double damage. According to the damage calculator, Kadabra wouldn't one-shot it, but I should have still gone for it since 1. I don't trust the Gen 1 damage calc, and 2. Koga almost always uses an X attack turn 1. Because I foolishly switched out, I got myself in a pretty scary situation, but luckily the Weezing exploded on the turn I switched into Nidoqueen, which just barely survived the attack. Immediately jumping into the next fight, Sabrina gave me a taste of my own medicine with Kadabra and Alakazam, and although I thought Snorlax would take those on with Amnesia, a crit Psychic almost took it down. Don't worry, I again made sure it was out of crit range, I know what I'm doing, most of the time. At least I still managed to take down the Kadabra, and I did have rest as a recovery on Snorlax, but Mr. Mime would just outspeed and kill it. Unless I used one of the many overpowered Gen 1 mechanics, Sleep. My Lapras could sing the opponent to sleep, and since waking up wasted a turn, I could safely swap in my tank and if Mr. Mime stayed asleep, use rest to get back to full. After a couple amnesias, I was nearly unstoppable, besides of course by crits, which Alakazam is known for, but it's also known for having garbage AI, so 2 body slams later and the 6th badge was in the pocket. Now that I could surf, I made a quick detour to Pewter City to grab the old Amber, then crossed the ocean leading to Cinnabar, where I revived my fossil for a great encounter, Aerodactyl. This can easily deal with the rival's Charizard with Ancient Pow... wait. It doesn't get any rock moves in this game. Well, that's a wasted encounter. Even though Amistar doesn't get rock moves either, it would still be great for the Charizard, but hey, I'm stuck with this thing now. Luckily, my other water types were more than enough for Blaine. 4 serves from Gyarados gave me an easy victory without taking any damage. 7 gyms down, 1 more to go, but Giovanni wasn't gonna be as easy as Blaine. I needed 5 serves from Gyarados this time, really scary fight. You might say, wow, Gyarados is such a lame one-trick pony with these serves, and to that I say, watch this. TM for Blizzard, bam. TM for Thunderbolt, bam. Gyarados in Gen 1 is busted coverage wise, and I didn't even teach it Fire Blast. Let's have a little demonstration against the rival, shall we? He leads Pidgeot, so let's just destroy it with my 90% accurate Blizzard. Then Rhyhorn, Stab Surf absolutely obliterates it. Execute? Let's go back to Broken Gen 1 Blizzard for that. Easy KO. You think you can give me a taste of my own medicine with Gyarados? I bet yours doesn't have Thunderbolt. And then what, Alakazam to take on my special moves? I also have Strength. Okay, I should probably switch out here. Gyarados is way too valuable, both in this game and in later games, to risk losing to a stupid crit, and Snorlax can easily come in here and finish the rest of the fight. Victory Road was a breeze, so let's put the Elite 4 team together. You may have noticed that I haven't mentioned any encounters for a while, and that's because all of them are garbage in the late game, and I maybe also accidentally ran away from my Victory Road encounter. So I just used the 6 Pokemon I've been using so far, and after some small moveset changes and a bad attempt at copying Peachel, it was time to take on the league. I'll let past me take over for now. Enjoy. And here we go. Hello Lorelei. Let's see how this goes, using my Venusaur against the Ice-type Elite 4 member. We are way over levels for this, so we should be fine hopefully. Use Razor Leaf, we land, and we should crit. Let's just do it on 2 times speed. There we go, crit Oko, that's what Razor Leaf does. And Cloyster has terrible special defense, terrible special. So we should be fine here as well, there we go. Slowbro doesn't have anything good to hit me, not even a psychic move, so I'm not worried here. And that's that. Then here for the Jinx. Not gonna risk anything here. We go to Chonker. We easily tank the Ice Punch, right? That's a crit. It's a bit annoying. Let's Rock Slide here. Thrash. Okay, that's fine by me. We just Rock Slide this. And there we go. I have taken a bit more damage than I would like. So it's time for the backup plan. Here we go into Plessy. So Lapras against Lapras Honor battle. Might be confused. Okay, it's confused. That's not great. And we're paralyzed. Okay. It's not great. But just gotta hit through once, hopefully. Okay, this is bad. Let's go Riptide here. Body Slam, don't para, please. We're paralyzed. Confuse Ray. Just hit through, please. Thunderbolt, there we go. Okay, no para, but now we just need to connect one more hit. There we go. Okay, Lorelei, even though it's the first and lowest level, was honestly the scariest in prep. So I'm glad that it was very scuffed, but I'm glad we did it. Okay, this should be a lot easier than that. Just cut and dry, click Psychic 5 times with Kadabra. Yeah, that was an Oko even without a crit. Just get the Abra in the Celadon game corner, that's an option. Just click Psychic 5 times against Bruno and you have an easy win. Bruno definitely one of the worst Elite Four members in existence. So it's not a surprise that a Kadabra can sweep Bruno. But still, I don't even need crits to take down these Onyxes. And Machamp, yeah, it's a bit higher level, but still, it goes down easily as well. There we go, second Elite Four member done, that's how easy it is. Agatha is a bit scarier though. I'm not completely sure if I can Oko these Gengar from her, because it's like 130 special, which is pretty strong, and it's annoying that it's also the special defense here. But also it's Agatha with her crazy AI, so I'm not too worried for this. Let's just see how much the Psychic do. Maybe should have used an Ether there, but yeah, we can just Oko it with Psychic. So we should be fine. Yeah, I am gonna be out of Psychics at the end of this. Hopefully I just need one Psychic to Oko. That is a 1 in 256 glitch. That is honestly really annoying. That means, yeah, now I'm getting punished for not using Ethers in between battles, which is fair. But also it's really annoying that it's because of 1 in 256 glitch. But honestly, it could have kicked in at a way worse time. I think here what we do, first we go Chonker. We see Toxic actually, this is Toxic, okay. And 2 Rock Slides can finish this off. I don't even need to use my Earthquake Nidoqueen here. Gengar just up. Okay, that is annoying. Do you want to switch out here? Okay, it doesn't have anything to hit the Snorlax. I did not notice that. Okay. Wait a sec. It can hit me. Dang it. Now it can hit me. I forgot that. Anyways, shouldn't have died to poison there, so we're fine. And there we go, Agatha down. Okay, here we go. Lance will be at a decent level for me now. I'm using, by the way, as level cap, Lance's Ace, which was 62. My Pokemon are already over that, because I can overlevel within the Elite Four. I just have to go in, not overleveled. But yeah, and now we're at a decent level. And this is not going to be an issue probably. Like Dragonair, I could also go into Nidoqueen and just bait Agility over and over again, because Gen 1 AI is stupid. But I'm just gonna go easy sweep this with my Gyarados here. 2 Blizzard will take care of those. Aerodactyl doesn't even learn a Rock type move. If it did, I probably would have used it here in the Elite Four. But no, it doesn't. So that's useless against the Charizard from that will have to face from the rival. Would have liked that, but no. Air Dragonite could go for like a Hyper Beam maybe. Do we want to switch because of that? No, we outspeed him Blizzard and Oko. Why would I have to switch out here? Easy victory. And there we go. Let's move on to the champion. The champion fight. I'll do this without speed up. Okay. Soldier Palma. The person who basically screamed at me many times to do hardcore Nuzlocke. It may have been of like harder games than Pokemon Red, but details. Good job, we shoot at speed is. We connect the Blizzard. It's 90 accuracy in Gen 1. Kind of broken. And we get the Oko. There we go with a critical hit. Don't know if that mattered, but it's nice to have. Do we level up from this? We just barely don't. That is kind of sad. But there is the Alakazam, which is definitely the scariest Pokemon on the team. Gonna go straight into Chonker. Hope for some bad AI choices. and otherwise no crits. Side beam, how much is that gonna do? Let's see. It's gonna do, okay, not a lot, so we can definitely take a crit psychic here, but to go for reflect, that still would be fine. Maybe we get a paralysis here with the body slam. Who knows? We just get a crit and Oko it through the reflect. Easy. So here, this doesn't have any rock type moves, so we go into Gyarados. Fury attack will do a bit of damage, but that's fine. Okay, that crit is kind of annoying because it crits the whole way through. So please stop. I don't like this. I said please stop. I'm asking nicely. I was asking nicely. Okay. Rude. Very rude. But okay, the HP bar glitched a bit there. I don't know if that was an emulator glitch or a Gen 1 glitch or something. Executor still shouldn't be able to do a lot to me, so we just Blizzard here. Like, I'm not worried. Gyarados might be at half HP, but this Executor is like Barrage and Stomp, so I'm not worried here. Probably Hypnosis is here. Hypnosis does land. Okay. I should be able to tank a crit 5. Okay, cool. I don't think I risk the miss here. I can risk a miss into crit, and you might say that's like a pretty low reward, but the things after this, I outspeed his Gyarados and can Oko it with Thunderbolt. The other way I can do this is go into like Plessy here maybe. I think that is the safest play, not just because then I will be able to play around a death, I also play around the Gyarados death, and I definitely want Gyarados for later games. So I think I'm gonna go Plessy here. Sadly Gen 1 sleeps a bit stupid, but yeah, Hypnosis, okay, there we go, dodge that, Ice Beam. Oh, we have Thunder on this, so I should be able to just deal with the Gyarados that way. Crit Hyper Beam might KO, but we do land the Thunder, there we go. Okay. That is an easy Oko. The question now, do I take a crit Fire Blast? I have a special of 133. How is my special that bad? What? I think in that case I might die to critical Fire Blast. I don't trust this Gen 1 Calc. I think I just surf here. We Fire Blast. Do we see a crit and die here? I think we should still survive. I don't trust this Calc. But, oh. There we go. Yeah, yeah. See? Burn. Okay. Just Oko it, please. Just Oko. We don't. Should survive the burn, though. Right? Right. There we go. Okay, okay. This is a bit tricky. Like, even if they go for a Fire Blast and crit, I think I should be able to tank that. And I should outspeed and be able to finish it with Psychic. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's see. Let's see. Full Restore. Ah. Psychic. Yeah, we do outspeed. Let's see. We do over half. Rage. That is Gen 1 AI for you. Let's go. And there we go. Second Psychic. Should finish this. Hopefully. There we go. Okay, that was a bit scary. But there we go. I finished my first ever hardcore Nuzlocke with no deaths. So that is 1 out of the 9 hardcore Nuzlocks done. Beating this Deathless does mean that the next one, Gold, will still mostly be a normal hardcore Nuzlocke, but don't worry, it's gonna get more interesting for sure. The games will definitely get harder, and the Gauntlet most certainly will as well. If you don't want to miss the next ones, make sure to subscribe, maybe like as well. The Gauntlet playlist will be on screen right now, and that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, I'll see you next time, and of course, stay alive.